Hi, okay, so today I want to talk about enemas, and especially if you're having a Herx reaction or tons of die-off or you're super toxic and you need to get the toxins settled down and out of your body quickly, an enema is one of the best things that you can do. So I like to do 4 different kinds of enemas. I like to do water enemas. I like to do probiotic enemas. I like to do a saline enema, and I like to do a coffee enema. There's more enemas you can do. You can use wheatgrass, you can use juice, and I like to do lemon enemas. But I don't like to use juices very much for enemas, so I wouldn't do that. But I will tell you, the plain water enema, if you're herxing and you're really having big reactions and you want to slow them down, is just getting distilled water and putting 4 cups in your enema kit, okay? So you want the enema bowl, and you're just gonna pour that in, and you can warm it up on the stove with your pot. I warm up about 2 cups, and then I add the other 2 cups cold, so it's just the perfect temperature, just lukewarm to the touch. And that is what you can do. The next thing that you can do is you can make a saline solution. So in this jar, I happen to have one made. I put half sea salt and half baking soda. You want to get the aluminum-free baking soda. Bob Mills has a good one. Anyways, you just put half and half in a jar like this, shake it up so it's one big saline solution, and then you're going to add to your enema between a quarter to a full teaspoon of this. And this is good because it helps with remineralizing you. The saline is good for your body, helps to keep your minerals going in there so you don't get dehydrated, and the baking soda just helps adjust your pH. So you can go ahead and do that. Those are 2 very, very safe enemas, and they're not going to cause a lot of reaction. The next enema is a probiotic enema, and I like to use a soil-based powder. This is called Primal Defense from Garden of Life, and I like this because it's soil-based and it doesn't set my symptoms off as much. But you can go ahead and fill up your enema with your 4 cups of distilled water, and then you're just going to add in a dose, whatever it says on here that you would take orally, you can put in rectally, and just stir it up. It's going to look funny because it's going to be all like dirt powder, or you could take a capsule and break it open and put it in there. The other thing that you can do is you can use actual probiotic food. So you could use the juice from the sauerkraut, or you could use whey if you're having dairy, kefir, or yogurt or anything like that that's a milk product, and you could use the whey or whatever and put it straight in. And then there's another one that I like to do, and that's a lemon enema, and you just squeeze a little bit of lemon, make sure that you've got the pulp cleared away, and it will just really help your liver to expel. Okay, so those are the enemas. Like I said, people have done bone broth enemas, and they also do juice enemas, but I don't do those. I'm just a little leery on those. So those are the enemas that I would say are good. And yeah, so, and then a coffee enema. So if you want to do a coffee enema, it's really going to stimulate the liver, and it's going to dump a ton of stuff, and you want to be careful on those because it is releasing a ton of toxins, but you're going to get the most benefit from a coffee enema if you're herxing and you're in serious crisis. Water enemas are gentler, and you can do up to 4 a day. A coffee enema, I would do just 1 a day. Gerson does more than that, but that's what I do. Anyways, you want to get organic coffee. Light or medium roast is fine. Make sure it's organic. It must be organic. You're going to take 2 to 4 tablespoons and put it in like a little coffee grinder or your Vitamix of the whole beans, and you're going to blend it up. Super, super fine. And then you're going to go ahead and get a French press. Put everything in the bottom of your French press. Boil some water. You want to boil your distilled water, so you must put in your jar of distilled water from the store into your kettle, and you're going to boil it. I like to put 2 cups of boiling water in my kettle and put it in my French press. Let it set for 10 to 15 minutes, and once that's done, you can push the plunger down and then pour your coffee into your enema. What am I saying? Into your enema little kit, your bowl. And So yeah, and then you add the other 2 cups cold. So you want about 4 cups of liquid for every enema. So whether it's a water enema, a saline enema, a probiotic enema, or a coffee enema, so you can do 2 cups warm and 2 cups. Then you just take the bottle afterwards and pour them in cold so that you're getting a lukewarm. That's kind of, it works out lukewarm that way, but you can heat the whole thing and wait for it to cool down, whatever works for you. So, so yeah, and then you're gonna go ahead and do these things. But first, if you have castor oil, you're gonna take it and put it on your liver area. That's on the right side, just underneath your right breast. This little area all through here is your liver. You're gonna rub castor oil there. It's messy and you don't wanna get it on your clothes, but you'd lift up your shirt, rub the castor oil, take a paper towel and put it over top, just so it doesn't get everywhere. And then put a heating pad in the microwave and put that on top of the paper towel with the castor oil. And you want to, I would say, put it on there for about 10 or 15 minutes prior to an enema if you can. So that would be great, just to help get the liver heated up, get the liver working, get the liver responding for your enema. So then you're gonna go ahead and put everything. I have mine ready already to do a coffee enema. I've already done a saline enema. What I'm doing a water enema. So what I like to do is in the morning when you wake up, if you're having lots of reactions, lots of herx, I would go ahead and just do a gentle water or saline enema, plain. Get everything expelled. And then earlier in the morning before noon, I would do a coffee enema. So here's mine set up with the coffee already in it. It's just a kit that you buy on Amazon, just a little bucket with the hose. So I already did a saline or water enema this morning. You expel, and then sometime probably before 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna go and do my second enema, which is the coffee enema. And that's the one that's really gonna stimulate. And then before bed, I have been doing a probiotic enema to try to help, you know, get everything, undo the damage from this antibiotic. So that is what I have done